Hello, hello. I hope you hear me well. Good morning. It's Friday, 10 a.m., 10:14. Today we are connecting a lot, talking about current and the future, next steps, and long-term plans. How are you doing? What's the latest? What's new? Yesterday was a great seminar for the intelligent user interface, human interface, we called it. It was great to put a few months of research into one document and present it. There are some echoes and correlations with lot, but it's just in general such an exciting time for being with technology, just being connected to internet. I'd say it's a great moment. So the video is available um, on Vimeo. You can buy it, watch it. There will be next seminar, hopefully next month, January, and the seminar will be about just my take on community, role of community. The reason I'm doing these seminars and the difference between live streams is that seminar is really like a one-to-one meeting. Someone I would tell everything that I know, present a few concepts, try to inspire the person. So I feel that more of like a book. So 12 episodes means it's a book, um, and 2 episodes in the series will be called Future Design. I think there's something in this philosophy, um, timeless. There's always future design, and the first one was more of general topic. Future design. What's that? Why it's important? And the second seminar was about the interfaces. I thought that's the first product, is how we interact with any company, any product, any person is the interface. And so interfaces already changing and they will change so much in the future. So that's the seminar. Next one, community. And a lot meetups is a community meetup where we can. It's free, and the idea is that it's focused on lot, and it's like lot stream. Um, I'm doing traditionally every Friday, but we had versions, and I hope we'll come back to those versions where different days are different slots for different people. So I hope that um, technical vice president product vice president, community vice president. We'll be streaming on lot every week. So that's the goal. Um, I feel that there are two versions. The ideal version, like you can stream and it's healthy for the company. But on the other hand, um, other companies watching, and then other companies watching, they use it for different purposes. But I think there's still a way to merge two things. So the lot streams from the team, and then eventually from executive team, um, and other team members will become a 24 TV. And I hope that the content, um, the process itself will be so fascinating that people will watch it. And I hope that these Friday streams always will be about what's next, future and next products. Today I will go through keynote, lot keynote, lot pitch deck, current. I think there's some results of the year, and I would like to present the pitch deck, the latest version, and then we can have a discussion. I will do it here in the same window, so I think it's related. High typed X, good to see you too. Thank you for being here. As you probably saw, the price for lot 0108 is different. Now it's $1,000 for the bead. It is substantial stone, 20 millimeters, so it's heavy and a good item. Um, However, the price to me represents something else. For the past 6 years, we've been talking about ways of decentralization, decentralized ownership, a way for people to invest before product or alongside the product. We did a few experiments. We launched and shipped a few experiments live. One of them was like lot GDP, where we can see how company valuation change your percentage. You can get the percentage of the company and simulate complete public company. So that solution was incredible, and we went to a certain point and we sold some percentages. And because it was all Bitcoin, it was still a little tricky. So just there's no infrastructure for Bitcoin yet and full support. So we decided to not go further with that version. However, the idea that a person can own percent of the company, be an investor, um, I think is very valuable. We just have to change the terms: shares, investors, tokens. And we thought that it could be the simplest and ancient way to demonstrate the value. Uh, you buy a stone, that's a symbol, it's engraved with your name, so you know it's yours, it was made for you. There's a blockchain entry on the site, so we know what happened and it was shipped, and you now own it, and we know the price. So internally, with technology progress and the law progress, we can issue different loyalty programs, let's call it, in the future. We have a few databases of users, um, and they will be merged into the one. And so your contributions, if you say user from 6 years ago, uh, we will remember you, and you will be issued different kind of rank. And so I think the system will have um, ranks and badges. And to me, this is the first badge that you can buy. This stone also represents to me the next version of lot. The first one was sharp, cold, by design, of course, and represent the times. And now we look for the new decade with different kind of optimism. And so I feel that this planet is the best way to symbolize the next development. So buying a planet by lot, it's very symbolical. And if, say, the mala is the rosary, the chotki, consists of 108 beads. So if we as a community assemble first mala, that means that we have enough funds to process for next big feature. For example, physical production. Perhaps one person, that's the way to invest. One person can buy the whole mala and have it in mala, lot mala, and be an investor. I think this is the best way to shop for investors. What I learned is that then you shop for an investor, then you shop for a person or entity who can invest. They want exclusivity for the information, and not necessarily they will come back, but they still want exclusivity on information. So I often find myself to give something very valuable to, say, 10 different entities, 10 different investors or potential partners, and then wait for a year or two for comeback, because it's always small talk, it's always something but the final comeback. And then people just process with the information and do something on their own. And so over time I realized that the best way to pitch is to do it with the community. There's no if investor want to be part of lot, they probably will be within the community. They probably will be users, and it starts here. on this stream and continues towards lot and emails and meetings, and but it starts here. And so, to me, investor is someone who believes in this beyond, let's say, traditional pitching. So $1,000 first lot bid. That's your founder stone. You'll have special terms and privileges within a lot system. Your name will be in the history. Perhaps you consider to buy the whole mala. Let's do it. We will have a public podcast. We will connect, introduce the community, so it's all will be live. So what is Lot? Lot is a technology-driven self-care company. We know there are self-care companies, healthcare companies, there are technology-driven companies. And we feel that combining high-end technology, not only in terms of intelligence, computing, optimization, automation, user base, user acquisition, but also the craft of technology, which is the storytelling, interfaces, interactions, computer graphics. Mixing that with self-care company, which is very traditional, the body is the same throughout centuries. So taking care of the body requires learning new tricks, new ideas, and most importantly, make it personal, because we're all different. We live in different contexts and different locations, and we have different setting. So self-care for each of us is a little different. And that's the beauty of technology-driven self-care company. With the advancements of machine learning, we can add more personalization and more value to a single customer. That's why we realize and we stand on this position that the main product of Lot is a subscription. It's a physical subscription for self-care tools for daily routine. They made sustainable, local, they personalized, and they appear at your door whenever you need it. So the system knows when and how many and what to ship to you. From previous iterations, we learned that the churn comes from the inventory of the packaging. So if we send too much, people would equally unsubscribe if we send not enough. And it would be the same package that people would give 50-50 feedback. There's not enough, there's too much. So that was our first call towards personalization of the inventory, where not even us as operational team would know exactly what's in your package. We only can look it up after the event of the shipment. The idea that your feedback goes directly to the intelligence, and that feedback from intelligence goes directly to manufacturing and packaging and distribution. So my pack could be a little different from your pack. There are interesting questions that we're solving. the price. If our pack is different, then our subscription is different. The price for subscription is different. Schedule. And the value, of course. What is active user? The one who on the maximum subscription, on the one or the one who only subscribes, say, to digital. So those are questions that we answering with our service. For now, we want to set up this milestone where our self-care box would cost $300 per month. That's the target price. It's a personalized self-care box priced at $300 per month. With our site, as you can see, it's interesting that you don't have to be on a physical subscription to be a user or to use the service. At this point, we have very simple, but I feel that it's very impactful too, the UI that we have. You can see that we have transparent sales, we have transparent users. You can feel how the community is doing, how the company is doing, and there are so many directions that this can be evolved. So you become a lot user, lot human, before you even subscribe to physical subscription. So the physical subscription is an option within the system. Another thing that we introduced, as you can see on the site, is the modules. So each module creates a category, like an experience. Basics, self-care, home, kids. Those modules will be available separately. And that's the vision, and it's on the site because we want to achieve this as soon as possible. And we know that it's possible to make it very fast. The reason for our speed is simplicity of design and experience working on this. In the previous versions, we launched a lot of products, and although there were many parts and many products, it worked because it was on a single timeline for a person. We never thought about it as separate products or something that you can buy separately, although that's an option. You would see products at the package, at your package first time, before internet, before you would see it anywhere. So we wouldn't announce the product, we wouldn't show them online, we wouldn't show process of making to keep it's very special, the moment. So I hope we will keep that tradition, and I'm showing this slide because it's something we've already done. Next products will be different, but I really feel that we will use the same metrics, which is create a product for different hours of person life, be it from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Perhaps we can create and invent a product that will push it from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. so a person will wake up earlier and look to do something, could be toothbrush. So that's how we think about things. It's more of create the best experience for that hour so a person can experience the day in a new way. One of the features that we achieved with Lot was that it created the serenity, the sense of tranquil, because you would have all the necessary products and objects and utilities on a good price without thinking to shop for anything else. So Lot package for many people was enough to go month to month to month in terms of self-care and basics. I hope that we will continue that as well. The goal for the company is to make a sustainable service that will remove the need to shop elsewhere. So it's one button for all utilities, necessities, basics that you might need as a human. Here goes business plan. It's business plan for 3 years. So that's the only slide that I will keep confidential. So we can talk about it in person. So our goals for 23 were very simple: membership site and gift shop. We accomplished it with some success. Some things I would say and wish they would be better. But still, that was a simple milestone for us. We updated the name, the narrative. We set up a new membership site. We updated the narrative so we have opportunity to launch a gift shop. So those things happened because of work, and we did great prototype for the AI. And we saw how market and community reacted. So it's was a great half year. Looking forward to 24. Main goal is fulfillment center in the US. There are options to do dropship and all other options. If the conversation will be solely about launching something to sell, we might still consider those options, but I feel that the goal, even if we use dropship or something like this for now, the goal is to set up a fulfillment center in the US. Main reasons: work with user feedback directly, without third, fourth, fifth party. So user has direct access to the floor. Second big part we would like to do in the upcoming year is to launch AI self-care. We already have a prototype. It was hard work for a few months. However, we understand that other things for infrastructure must be in place on the site before we can launch it. The site itself must be fixed towards a better version. We need to add a few features, and once it's there, we can plug in our model. Well, another thing I want to add here is that the goal was to ship every week, and as much as we want, or as much as we have understanding on what next, it is still unreasonable to set up that kind of sprint without the full system running and full funding. So personally, I'm super passionate about the site, and I wanted to see something new every week. As a user, as a designer, and I see a lot of utility there. Like, I go to the lot site every morning, and between tasks I would go there, and that's my place, just to be. So I can see a lot of things appear there just for me. On the other hand, we must set up physical subscription that will generate enough revenue and use cases for the AI. So launching AI for the sake of AI launching it, it's not the best strategy at this point. So we want to focus on 1,000 active users on 300 month subscription. So that's our number, two numbers that we have to focus and work toward it physically in the beginning of the year. So we can launch physical service spring. This is investment slide. Big part of lot is community, and that's why we're so driven to share the revenue and find a way how to share the revenue, which is not ad revenue but production revenue, subscription revenue, and um, to do it in a bulletproof way. So that's important. Is if you're lot fan, lot user, you know that we tried it a few times, and as I said, we found a better solution, just very physical, very straightforward. So it's kind of ancient, and then that's why it's becoming kind of futuristic. The blockchain software part needs more prototyping and needs more legal work. So there's a lot of just organizational legal work needs to be done before a true decentralized company can be launched. So said that, I think community of lot is very unique. I feel that's the elite of design and technology. So I would love to. That's why we're updating the prices and we're updating the overall quality and just approach, because we think we're targeting new kind of user or upgraded version of a user, of lot user. We need more quality offline meetups. We need more tools so we can connect to each other, and something we can log. So something where information can be logged collectively. The goal is personalized supply. We imagine a custom-made perfume oil that the scent of it is special for you, and so you know why it's special to you. That's one of the use cases for one of the products, but turns out every product and every experience can be personalized. This is a mock-up. This is not our image, but this is our layout, and the idea that lot interface would live through all upcoming technology iterations, be it AR, VR in mind. Those interfaces will support lot, and that's why we invested into this new simple interface. This is how we see the service, the offering stack. It's community, finance, self-care, basics. Or go from another place, basics, self-care, finance, community. So community, grants, governance, and the health of the company. Once we figure out and deploy revenue sharing, even better, uh, revenue sharing. That's we automatically have an opportunity to set up a finance pillar for people to manage the, let's call it loyalty program or discount for the for this conversation. Perhaps the finance part can expand to wallet, because what we tested and experimented is a subscription that starts with 3 months minimum and can be only paid through your own wallet. So that's still an interesting concept, and I think we will continue to develop it. Those just operational pillars that allow us to focus on self-care. Self-care has a lot to do with mind, a lot to do with trust and love, and so we feel that once the organizational pillars are in place, self-care products will be just better. But these blocks symbolize refill subscription. And from that, we're moving to new um, updated basics, personalized goods for comfort, from clothing to accessories to other products that can be used daily and are suitable for subscription. So it's also representative if I want to be within lot universe, say I like the results of self-care program, or I like the products, or I heard about it, or maybe I have a few products that were gifts. I have opportunity to start being with lot as a community member. Use the site, see what's going on, see the latest, watch lot TV. Then I can start using it for digital needs, self-care AI, financial. And only then I can convert and switch on physical modules. Try it for a few months and then switch it back off. In this case, we reinventing the way a subscription user approach the company or a service in general, because there's no unsubscribers. There's no like traditional churn rate where person just drops from the service, or if it will be different kind of number. So this is a long work and a lot of iterations and a lot of thinking to fix a few basic and important things about subscription service. Life of the user, churn rate, inventory. So today we are focusing on our first product, which is morning dashboard, and it's a community. Gives something more than just your personal dashboard. It gives access to the whole company, the whole community. You can see how many people online, if there's something new, the sales. I feel a big value in upcoming versions in the mix of communal statistics and your personal statistics. That will give a new kind of identity. So at lot we invested in mind and body. Mind enhanced with the machine already, and it will be more and more enhanced. Body also will be enhanced by the machine, one way or another. Um, but before we get to the biology, perhaps we can start with taking care of body in the best possible way. As a result, taking care of mind. So from a brick, soul brick, we move to complex computer that Lot has opportunity to launch at the right moment, which captures you, just captures your whole person, all the aspects of it, context, weather, feelings. There's a lot of opportunity in Lot once we set up the first revenue stream, which is subscription, is to set up another revenue stream, which is digital, and then create products that paired to the whole system will create brand new experience, something that people haven't felt before, because it would change the way we think of ourselves. And we were focused with funding, machines, and operations to find ways not to hack the way how much time you spend on the screen, not to sell more advertisement, but so you can feel the result of it like from the best drug right away. You start using it, life start to change. There's a new advice, maybe habit you can try, maybe first product ships to you within a couple of days, and then the rest of the products ships next month. Except there are a lot of things we can do that person feel the difference right away. So that's the goal. That's why we outline the future, because the opportunity for Lot to become one of top 10 companies is big. And when we launch our phase 1, which is contextualized AI self-care guide, and phase 2, customized self-care and basic utilities subscription box, it's already two big, huge businesses that can be scaled to hundreds of millions of dollars. Because every single person need it and would use it. It's a question of the interface. We also have the roadmap, which we explored. And we know that the system is bigger than subscription box. And it all complement each other. Every part works with another part. Blockchain citizenship, identity system, mobile pod. We experimented with autonomous off-road RV. We experimented with personalization. We experimented with operating system, decentralization. So all these things creates a new type of the company. And what we see, I feel that especially after lot launch, that people start to copy our approach. I really think that will be standard for the future companies. So all those requirements would be one way or another way with future companies. Because of the change of consciousness, because of new generation of users and people, because of new ways people earn money, and they think about it more as a game credit than money. Because changes in organizations, and of course the machine learning that will optimize and make better a lot of things. So we think that this big roadmap, mind, body, spirit, is enough work for a lifetime. And if we succeed in most of these milestones, it already will be a company that people haven't seen. We're inspired by the biggest, most influential things, events, and companies of the world. But I feel that we're offering something entirely new. And it starts with a morning dashboard and a toothbrush. So that's the deck, the latest version. I hope you inspired, um, and you have ideas. I also hope that you know someone you can send this and uh, show to someone. I feel that the vision getting stronger, and a few milestones are on horizon. We have to accomplish those goals, and it will be moving rapidly from there. As for the site, we will see rather a major update rather than incremental updates. I think the plan is that we update the site to the point where we're happy with it, and then we just roll the update. I think that's the approach. The weekly updates, the incremental updates are amazing and the way to go, but that's for uh, a funded organization. So we go in with rollouts. So if you decide to um, build something using the context or ideas you inspired, please shout out, say something about lot. That will help a lot. Um, I really think that lot is a standard, is North Star and inspiration for many, and uh, it is very helpful when people credit it. What else? What else? Buy the stone. It's uh, it's an investment. If I may ask, how precious for you to see the community badges? So you have the special rank based on your history. Would it be something that you would like to see? it would be interesting to see the your lot traction, I guess. Well, yeah, something we had also with Bitcoin, I think should be returned to the system is remember the posts and comments. And what I liked about the comments is that each comment would cost, and but then if somebody likes it, you get paid for that. And overall, the post generate its own economy. So I felt that if there's some simple way to interact back with community members that can create traction and very tangible uh, traction that can be visualized financially. So that's interesting. Right. Um, Happy to be here. Happy to have a conversation. That was a cool era of load feed. Yes, load feed. Yes, many ideas. Got to focus this time for um, certain milestones. Thank you, Tactics, for the conversation. Thank you, Phil. Right, see you next Friday, and all the best. If you have any ideas, please reach out. Talk soon.